Hey everyone, welcome to my voiceover YouTube. So today I'm gonna do like a face wash makeup routine, really quick and simple. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. To all my O-heads, you already know what's up. Let's just go ahead and get into the video.
All the time, all the time, all the time. God is good. All the time, all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. I tell you, God ain't good. I be lying. Low key lit, high key lit, low key.
Alright you all, so I'm going to start off with a simple face wash. I use Neutrogena's Fresh Foaming Cleanser. It's really amazing. Other than Clear and Clear, I use that. I use this little brush. It's called It Style. I got it from TJ Maxx. I don't really know. So I go in and like use really warm water and I put some cleaner onto my brush and I just start scrubbing it in. I make sure that my brush is like really wet because it helps the water to foam. And as you see throughout this part, I like scrub my face, but I also apply a little bit more water so that it can continue to foam up. So now I'm going to use the flip side of my brush and really massage the soap into my face. Using warm water, of course, still. So it feels really amazing on my face. It's like getting a massage. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I really don't know what this side of the brush is for. I really didn't read the full box, and if I did, I don't remember doing it. So if you guys know what this side is called and what it's supposed to really do, go ahead and comment below so I can know for the next time, okay? So for this next part, I like to use a warm, clean, and wet washcloth to wipe off the rest of the soap. I don't like to do like the commercials do and splash water everywhere, all over my face, all over my sink and my shirt. Like that's just messy. I just don't like it. I don't like splashing water in my face. So I use a nice damp washcloth and just wipe off the rest of the soap. Ugh. I like to use Freeman's Charcoal Black Sugar Face Scrub. It's like a gel mask and a scrub mixed together, which feels absolutely amazing. They have two. They have this one and then they have the Peel Off Black Charcoal Mask. So you can use either or. They both work. I think with the Peel Off, it's much thicker consistency than the scrub. So with the scrub, I like to use a little bit, not too much, but not like a whole handful, just enough to make sure that it goes through my whole face. So I'm gonna scrub it on my face. I don't like to use it to the point where it turns my entire face black, but I like to make sure that I have enough that the black sugar spreads across my entire face. I also want to input that a lot of times when people are doing their FaceTime routines that they neglect their neck. So I say don't neglect your neck and make sure that you really cleanse your neck. Because believe it or not, that can be one of the most dirtiest parts of your body because people just, they forget about it. They forget about the front of the neck and they forget about the back of the neck. So don't neglect the neck. I'm going to make that into a t-shirt. Don't steal my idea. Now you leave it on for 5 to 7 minutes. So it's been sitting, it's kind of dry now. So this is the really important of the directions is once it dries, then you really scrub the sugar in. I will say this part kind of hurts, but it feels good at the same time. I think what this part helps is really get up like dead skin and stuff like that. So you're supposed to scrub it one more time and without wetting your hands, just go in and scrub the mask. It'll move around. I also find this a great time to like really collect the bigger portions to help like remove the scrub. So the black sugar part, as you see, I'll probably like start removing it off my face so that when I wash it off, it's just not, black sugar everywhere. All right, so it's time for the next part, moisturizing your face. So I like to use Clean Clear's Morning Burst Hydrating Gel Moisturizer. I use this because I have oily skin, and I've recently learned that though having oily skin keeps you really youthful looking and really young, it keeps your skin together, but I also learned that this gel works best with oily skin type, and that when I do makeup, this helps my makeup not to look oily at the end of the day. So, this is what I like to use. I like to use it in general now because it just helps with the oily control. And if I'm using a moisturizer that has oil in it, then that's just a whole lot of oil on my face throughout the day, and it's really annoying. So, this works great for my skin type. All right, for the fun part. So, in this first part, I like to use Maybelline's translucent powder. I think it's number one. Um, I absolutely love this. I've tried so many powders and none compared to my favorite Maybelline. Though I use multiple powders in this video, this is my go-to. So we're just going to go ahead and use a very little bit because that's all I got in the first place, but just a very light little powder over my eyebrows so that when I put makeup on my eyebrows, it doesn't become oily. So now it's time to brush out my eyebrows. I also want to include a disclaimer that I really don't do my eyebrows. So I'm kind of a beginner, but not really because I've done it to perfection multiple times. I really normally just brush out my eyebrows and go. I don't do too much to my eyebrows. I like my eyebrows the way that they are. So, This is just how I do it. It's not saying that this is the right way to do it. This is just how I do my uncut eyebrows. So for this part, I'm using the little mini compact mirror to begin to push up the bottom line of my eyebrows. This helps to find the actual line of your eyebrows. Some people just brush their eyebrows and leave it the way they are and draw the line. I like to push it up so I can get as close to the actual shape of my eyebrows. So with this side, I like to go ahead and start to lightly fill in my eyebrows with the slanted flat side. I fill it in and then I go in and I draw the line. So this part, I'm drawing the line. I already kind of like filled in with the slanted part. So I'm just drawing my line. I'll probably end up going in and fixing my line with concealer so that I can create an even finer line. But this is just a beginning step, an idea. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my top eyebrow. Just brush it down, find the line of where your eyebrow grows out and draw the line. And then I end up brushing it back up to position it the way that I want it to be. So here's another fun part of the video. So taking the concealer, now I'm just gonna do a little cleanup. So I have a little concealer palette and I'm really going in and cleaning up and fine lining my eyebrows. Woo child, I'm looking crazy, but that's all right. We gonna fix it. So taking my next brush, I'm gonna go ahead and blend in the concealer. So in a pull down method on the bottom and a pull up method on the top, we're gonna begin blending it in. By the way, here's my palette. Totally forgot to show you guys. Okay, I'm going with the second powder, which is Airspun Loose Powder. This is the powder I'm going to use to set my face. Compared to Maybelline, I really don't like it, but I bought it and it came in a lot, so I'm not gonna waste, okay? This is my money, so we're just going to use it. So I would like to say this smells a lot like baby powder. I was like, did they just give me like a pound of like baby powder? I don't even know. But I was like, you know what? We're just gonna use it. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. And you know, at the end of the day, my face still looks nice, but I just I don't know. So I saw someone use this method where they went in with their brush, so I just wanted to try it really quick. I really don't like it, but I'm gonna do it several times in this video, and I'm gonna end up switching to my blender because I don't know what nah. But you know, it's okay for the first part of this video, but for the other things that I do, it doesn't work because I'm just doing a little light, you know what I'm saying? A little light on, then brush off. So yeah, this is how I begin to set my face because I have oily skin. So this is the first step. So for this part, I'm going to put on my foundation. I use, once again, Maybelline's Matte Poreless Foundation. It took me a very, very long time to figure out my right foundation, my right concealer. It took a lot of testing and trying. And I finally found my fit foundation. Now, there's two ways that you can put this on. You can put it on with a beauty blender, or you can put it on with a foundation brush. This time I'm using a foundation brush, but I normally use a beauty blender, but I switch between the two. So I don't really have a favorite. I use either or. So here's the finished look of foundation. Really took a while to blend it in and make sure it's perfect. So now it's time for concealer. So I like to use liquid concealer, once again, by Maybelline. I took a lot of trying of different concealers to once again find it, and I also tried a concealer stick. Not worth it. Not for my oily skin. So here are the three of the same ones. I use hazelnut, I think is what it's called. Hazelnut is my perfect fit color because I don't like to do too much extra. And then I use a lighter color concealer sometimes. It's really for my wigs, but I really use hazelnut because I like a natural looking concealer. So I like to apply this just directly under my eyes. I know a lot of people like to do the concealer all the way down from like their eyes to like down their side of their nose. Yeah, no, not with my oily skin. I just like to stop it from being oily all over my face. So I just put it where needed. So I put it under my eyes. And then I have a mark on the side of my mouth that I like to put it on. And that's really about it that I put it. Sometimes I go the extra length and put it on my forehead and on my chin. But I may not do it in this video, but I'm not really planning on doing it. All right. So now it's time to take my beauty blender and blend in the concealer all over my face. So I decided to use my concealer palette and do a lighter highlight. But I normally wouldn't, just for the sake of the video. I just did it. Why not? So I'm blending it under my eyes. As you see, with a skin light concealer, it blended in my dark circles to make it look like my skin color. So now it's time to set the concealer that I put on my face. I'm using Radiance, I believe is what it's called. Setting powder. This setting powder is the same color as my skin, so it's not translucent. So I'm kind of experimenting with this video to see how it would turn out with a setting powder that's the same color as my skin tone. So here I go again with the brush method. Don't do it this way. Just go on and use your beauty blender. It did not get enough powder on my face. So I will be ending up switching from this and going to a beauty blender to get the product on my face. Okay, so you guys missed the contouring part because my baby boo called me and yeah, I wasn't gonna deny his phone call. Okay. Okay. So this next part I'm gonna go ahead and blend in the setting powder as you see, and then I'll end up blending in the contour piece as well. Now I'm going to go in with a little sparkling concealer and highlight my nose and the bridge of my nose and inside of my eyes. I don't know why I did that. I kind of just want to try to see what it would look like. But I did it anyway and it looked nice at the end of the day. So I did like a clear sparkle and then I went in with my gold sparkle to really give it a little more highlight. So now I'm going to go on my setting spray. I think this time I used the natural setting spray, and I'm gonna let that dry up a little, do a little fan. And then I'm gonna go over once again with a powder that's about the same tone as my skin to really give it a really matte finishing touch. So for the finishing touch, I add a little natural lip gloss, a little bit of mascara, and that's pretty much, you guys, for this video. I mean, that is my very natural look. So also in the description box below, I will be putting the description of all the products that I use so that you guys can go in and see if you guys like it. So this is my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, bye.